Hey, what's up? Ron here. Welcome to TimeWalkTV. I hope you're all having a great day today. Welcome back to the channel. We got a fresh new cut. We're ready to play some Magic. So today we're playing a blue-white control deck from one of the Mythic Championship decks that Eric Froehlich has submitted, and it looks pretty sweet, and it's got very low win cons, and it's something I really like. And it's got Gadwick and Brazen Borrower, so what more could you want out of a deck? So let's go ahead and hop into Arena and take a look at the deck right now. All right, welcome into Arena. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck, see what we're working with and what this deck is all about, really. So, basic control things. We have our counter spells here, Dovin's Veto and Absorb. We have Ether Gust to kind of bounce and return red and green permanents. We have our Brazen Borrower and our Gadwick as our creatures. Gadwick's going to draw a lot of cards, tempo them out by tapping a lot of their creatures. And we have Brazen Borrower to bounce things back to their hand and play a 3/1 flyer, which is sweet. Teferi, we all know him and hate him, and he's the best card in the deck usually. So, he makes everybody play Hearthstone. +1 is going to make sorceries instant speed, and -3 is going to bounce artifact, enchantment, or creature. And if you plus him when he comes down, well, he's a 3-mana walker with 5 loyalty. So whoever thought of that, good job. Moving on to our draw spells, we have Opt, Chemist's Insight, and Finale of Revelation. And if you haven't seen this card before, well, it's in the cycle of finales, like the Finale of Glory is the white one. This one draws you cards, and specifically X cards. So if you do this for 12, you're going to get the 10 or more clause, and you're going to be able to shuffle your graveyard into your deck, draw X cards, then untap 5 lands, and then you have no maximum hand size the rest of the game, which means you can have any amount of cards in your hand as you want or have, or I don't know, like just a ton of cards, 10, 15, 20, whatever floats your boat. You can have that many cards, and it's actually really great. Again, Gadwick, really crazy good card. Moving over to our board wipes, we have Time Wipe, which is going to sweep up some of those meaningful creatures that are on the battlefield and be able to bounce our Brazen Borrowers and our Gadwicks back to our hand. And we have 3 Planar Cleansing. This is a card that we have not really seen in the main decks of really any deck, and it's just a good catch-all for all these Planeswalkers, these cats, Wilderness of Reclamation, Fires of Invention, all these crazy permanents that it's really hard for blue-white to handle those. So why not just sweep them all up in one big shot, basically. So Planar Cleansing is pretty sweet. Teferi makes it instant speed. It does kill our Teferi, but with Finale of Revelation, after we played a long, grueling game, well, we can shuffle everything back in and just draw a bunch of cards. So that's really sweet. As for the lands, we have 4 Tranquil Coves to gain us some life, 4 Hollow Fountains because it's the best dual land. We have 3 Castle Vantress for the Scries, 2 Castle Ardenvales for the tokens, 8 Islands, and 4 Plains. Moving on to the sideboard here, we have 2 Giant Killers. I'm guessing this is for like questing beasts or something along those lines, like big green creatures. Devout Decree for any black or red aggressive style decks. This goes along with Glass Casket as well, because we want to be able to handle all these lower end aggressive matches if we run into like Knights or an Embercleave style deck. And that's really important because our main deck is set up for green-black adventure, Jeskai Fires, all these mid-range heavy decks. So we want to have stuff in our sideboard to accommodate that and be able to take out those aggressive decks. The 4th Dovin's Veto, the 4th Planar Cleansing in the board to round out those playsets. 3rd Time Wipe just in case it's a creature heavy deck, and 4 Mystical Disputes for the flash decks, the Izzet and Simic variety. So just to be able to handle those Mystical Disputes great against them. I guess that's the deck. Looks pretty great. Definitely in my wheelhouse of favorite decks. So let's go and hop in Arena, play some games, and see if we can get some wins. All right, welcome in. Let's take a look at our opening hand here, see what we got to work with. We have Dovin's Veto into Brazen Borrower. Gadwick's a little awkward right now, but hopefully we can draw some lands and kind of get out ahead here. So I think we're going to keep this one, and that one doesn't look too bad. Let's see what our opponent is up to. Looks like they are on 7 currently, and they're going to keep their 7 as well as us. So excited to see what they're on, because I think the entire ladder has been just filled with Jeskai Fires and Izzet Flash, so pretty refreshing to see a Goose, but we're actually going to bounce the Goose. We're going to keep him off the Goose as much as possible, slow him down a bit. Just slow down, chill out. Goose, no thank you. So this is a Grixis deck, so this must be the Grixis sacrifice deck. So this is actually pretty sweet because this is something I really wanted to play against. It's one of the more popular decks, and I'm glad that someone is actually playing it. But it looks like they have kind of a budget mana base. That's fine because it looks like it's basically the same deck other than that. So this is the deck with like the cat, the oven, trail of crumbs, really grindy, really good grindy deck basically. I didn't know another word to say about it, but it's grindy. So we're gonna go ahead and resolve that. The cat comes in, deals some, I guess some loses some life, gains some life, and we're gonna play Brazen Borrower. Start getting our beats on here a little bit. They can't stop it. Can't stop, won't stop. Brazen Borrower beats, and I guess we'll just play a tap land and say go. We'll see what they're looking for here. I think the main thing we're trying to do is find a planar cleansing as soon as possible, and sweep up the cat and the oven and all the food tokens and all that fun stuff. They're going to hit us for 3 down to 16. If they play an oven, I think we have to Dillman's V to it, but we'll see. Chemist's Insight. Yeah, I kind of want to draw some cards. I'm going to hold Brazen Borrower in my hand for now. Nice. A land is great here. I'm actually going to Gadwick for 2. Draw some cards, try to hit our land drops, and then that'll make our Brazen Borrower a little bit better with racing and our Chemist's Insight as well. Let's see if they have a removal spell. Maybe they have like a Murderous Rider. Yeah. We'll still be able to draw the cards, I believe. Yeah. Alright, so Ether Gust is actually a pretty sweet card in this matchup. Time Wipe as well might be okay. We really want to find the planar cleansing. I think that's something we really, really need. Because if we don't find it, then we're going to be in trouble. We're already at 16. If they find an oven, we are in huge trouble since we tapped out. Time Wipe's going to be nice because we can bounce this back to our hand, which is sweet. Murderous Rider, huh? I think we might have to bite the bullet here. I'm going to get our 3rd white source, just in case. So yeah, I think I'm just going to Time Wipe and bring this back to my hand. That's fine. Yep, back to my hand. Say go. They can bring the cat back here, get us to 12. They'll be able to swing with it, get us to 11. Hopefully they don't find an oven. We were able to take out a bunch of their other creatures as well, especially their goose that makes a bunch of tokens. This to 11. Not too bad, not too shabby. So we will say go here. We're definitely looking for planar cleansing. How many times have I said it? Like 15 at this point. We want planar cleansing right now. Okay. Opponent has 3 cards, a cat, a food token, 2 Rakdos Guildgates, 1 Golgari Guildgate, a mountain, double swamp, and a forest. Very nice. Hits us to 10. We're at 10. Trail of Crumbs. No, I don't want you to have Trail of Crumbs, please. That would not be good for me. Not be good for me at all. Passing the turn, we will bounce your food. Ooh, that's a really bad play. Whew, luckily our opponent did not see what could have happened. So when you play Brazen Borrower and you target something, if that target leaves before the spell resolves, then the spell technically doesn't resolve, and it goes directly into the graveyard. So I would have lost the Brazen Borrower side of this if I didn't play so loose there. But luckily our opponent did not see the line and just let the food go. Yeah, we'll end turn. I mean, we didn't hit a land, but we do have another Brazen Borrower and the Absorb, and they just pack it in because they can't beat a 3/1 flyer. All right, well, what to do here? I feel like Time Wipe isn't as good, but it probably is. Ether Gust seems okay. Not really, though. Do they really have that big green creatures? They might have, like, Shifting Ceratops or something. But I think I want to bring in my 4th Planar Cleansing. And probably cut down on... Probably cut down on the Ether Gust, I'm guessing? Not sure. I think this deck's just good against this deck. I think that's what they built it for. So I'll bring in the 4th Cleansing just because, and we'll just ship it. We'll take out an Ether Gust for a Cleansing. You know, we'll make it work. So going into game number 2, up a game. They couldn't beat the 3-1 flyer. They wanted to save some time on the clock, I guess, and just go to game 2, which is very smart, very understandable. A lot of times when you play decks like this, your opponent does not realize that they've lost until very, very, very late. Usually, you know in your head you're locked up and you can win the game from here, but your opponent trudges on for another 15 turns and eventually loses. So we're going to keep this, I think. We have all of our lands, some Ether Gusts early, and some Brazen Borrowers as well. So I think we're good to go here. The cat early would be really, really, really painful, actually. That'd be really tough to beat. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do here and play our Tranquil Coves on turn 1. Do another land. Not what we wanted to see, but it's always, you know, welcome when we have Gadwick here. All right, so end step. They crack their Fabled Passage to get a swamp. They play the forest and then play the kitty cat. See if they have the oven. They do have the oven. Well, that's unfortunate for us. Very unfortunate indeed. Like, I don't even think I want to bounce this thing because sure they have to play it again, but it only costs 1 mana. It's not like they're you know, using a ton of resources. They're getting the turn 2 combo going here, so hopefully Gadwick can slow him down a little bit, possibly. I don't even know. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be very, very tough to beat this draw from our opponent. Yeah, I know. They drew 2 lands and had 2 spells. Oh, great. Well, they can't hit that with duress. They can't hit. They can only hit Ether Gust, so you can look at my hand. That's fine. This is a creature everywhere except for on the stack. So unless it's on the stack as a petty theft, well, it's a... What is it called? It's a creature. Don't worry, it's a creature. It is a creature. Lovestruck Beast. Heart's Desire. Well, we're definitely bouncing that token there. Get out of here, token. We don't want you. Now they could have sacked, again, they could have sacked this to the oven and denied me a Brazen Borrower, but they did not. So I'm just going to get my Gadwick down now because I have another one. This will, they can't really swing with the cat. Sure, they can still do the oven thing, but it also slows down the Lovestruck Beast because this is still a 1/1 for this to swing. So every time I play a blue spell, Gadwick can tap down the Lovestruck Beast. So we got to slow them down until we find something that matters because they're really running out of cards pretty quickly here. I'm not sure if they mulligan super hard, but the beast is in the building here. Ooh, that's a good draw. I think. I kind of like my Gadwick currently. No attacks. So before they go to combat, we have to play our Borrower to tap down the Lovestruck Beast. And I don't know if we can outrace this little value train here, but we're gonna do our best. We shall do our best. Cauldron Familiar. Yep. Now another thing we can do is we can play Gadwick for however many. When it enters the battlefield, this will trigger, and then you can just sack the one that entered, and then you have the hasty boy to get in there. And well, it's not haste, but it doesn't have summoning sickness, basically. What do we got, opponent? Golgari Queen. Oh no. Oh jeez. Well, we'll see what they target first, which is they can only target this. Unless they plus. That'd be pretty interesting if they decide to plus. But not the case. Yeah, we'll just tap that down. So now we're able to swing and kill Vraska and play the second Gadwick for 2, actually, which is pretty sweet. Planar Cleansing is going to be Super Boss. Super Boss for... Do I just save this then? Kind of hold off the fort here for now and then Planar Cleansing into Gadwick? That could be a thing. Can take a little damage here. But next turn we get to Planar Cleansing into Gadwick, which is nice. Yep, you can go. Paradise Druid looks good. Swing for 6. Yep, we're at 9. I think we're going to swing first, actually. Last time I didn't swing first, so let's do this now. Swing first, hit him for 3 down to 19. Play our Castle Ardenvale. Play Planar Cleansing. Now they're going to Witch's Oven to sack the cat. I mean, they should Love Struck Beast this to get 2 of their tokens. And then I think that would be better. See, they should have done this because the other text on this that people don't realize is if you sacrifice a creature with toughness 4 or greater, you get 2 vote tokens instead of 1. The best part is when you kill everything with Planar Cleansing, well, it takes... Oh no, this has haste. Oh no, what in the world? Get out of here. That's just not nice. Alright, we're just going to do this for the full amount and hopefully we don't die. Did not realize that they had brought that card in, but they did. We're blocking so hard. Because we actually cannot take any damage. Yeah, so let's go ahead and gain a life. Play Teferi. Teferi! Nothing really hurts us, so we're just gonna draw a card, get a little deeper. Planar Cleansing, great. Now we're at this point where we can absorb. So what does it say? Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, return it from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, so Paradise Druid I don't really care about currently. I just want to draw some more cards. Nice, very good. Nice, even better. Plus, and we'll play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I want another land that's untapped currently. So we can play Planar Cleansing and Absorb in the same turn. Next, see if they go face or if they go out to Teferi. We'll see what they do. I assume that they would go face, but I guess they want to take out Teferi. Totally fine. I was going to take my own Teferi out anyway. The goose is elusive. The goose is eluso. Why didn't they play this first so they could get back their knight? Silly, silly, silly goose here. Interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll just draw some cards. We could have probably used our mana more efficiently by doing this. But, whoa, 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 whoa. I almost jumped off the screen there. Chill, Ronald. You don't need to go too crazy. Land on the bottom. Don't need that. Other land. No, that's nothing we need. Let's opt again. Why not? What are we looking for? Who knows? Time wipe? We have Planar Cleansings. Land? Not necessarily what we were looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we need to play an untapped land here. Go white, 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 blue, blue, blue. Get rid of everything again. We're kind of on this plan until we find the Hour of Revelation currently. Yep. And that will bring back the Deathless Knight to their hand. The Deathless Knight goes to their hand, and it's got haste too. That's Dirt McGirt. Dirty McGirty. Yep. Counter that. Counter that. Gain 3 life. We're slowly crawling our way back into this. Slowly but surely. Slowly yet surely. Well, I guess we just play land. Say go. Stop in our end step if we need to scry. But we do need to make a token, I think. Yeah, not going to happen. Oh, I probably should have played Absorb, but they're probably going to play a Love Struck Beast here. And we want to gain some more life. If they swing, we have enough to make a token. Man, this deck is firing off right now. We're firing off. My turn. Woo, man. Okay, let's... We have 30 cards in our great... okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do it for 6. Doing it for 6. There's our counter spells. Feels good, man. Feels so good to be so wizened. The wizard. The wizard comes to beat him up. Beat him up. Beat him up. We are in full control mode right now. Oh, does it feel so sweet. Look at that. We can castle Ardenvale and we can castle Ventress. Is this real life? Put those lands at the bottom. We don't need those. Ooh, another castle Ardenvale. We make 2 tokens. It's real life. This is happening. Buckle up. Oh my goodness. Our opponent is just having such bad luck. Such bad luck currently. We still... Oh, I thought we had enough to do that. Holy crap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yikes. Don't think we need to do that. I do not think we need that. But we will... we'll hold that whole lot just in case things go sour. Man, they keep drawing lands. That's so unfortunate. I feel so bad for our opponent currently. But I think this is the nail in the coffin. 3, 6, 7, 8. Swings. Exact sees. Blue-white control does it again. This deck is crazy sweet. I cannot wait to see these players crush all these decks with this at the Mythic Championship today. Oh man, this thing is sweet. All right, welcome in. Let's take a look at our opening hand here. A little slow, but we have Brazen Borrower into Chemist's Insight. And all the lands, all the colors. Feels good. I like this backdrop though, all the swirlies. I love it. It looks so cool. I kind of like the stadium a little bit better when you do like a tournament match. I think the stadium looks really, really sick. But this is probably my second favorite board. Looks pretty cool. Our opponent has a cool little fox guy. I do not currently have a fox. I'm not sure why they introduced those, but sure. At this point, what are they doing? Blood Crypt and Castle Lockbane? I'm just going to gain some life just to kind of pad the life total a little bit currently. I probably should have played an untapped land for Brazen Borrower just in case, but our opponent looks to be missing some land drops currently. So a little unfortunate for our opponent, but now that we have Hollow Fountain in play, our castles are going to come into play untapped, and we can kind of just hang out while our opponent does the exact same thing and just hangs out. So we'll just we just have to wait and see. I'm not sure what they're playing currently. It could be like Grixis Fires style deck that does not have the blue sources. It's missing some land drops. Maybe it's like an aggressive deck that they had a really slow draw. Maybe it's Mardu. Maybe it's Rakdos. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that it could be for sure. Unfortunate for my opponent for missing these land drops, and I definitely feel for them because I hate missing land drops myself. Cry of the Carnarium. So they're probably like a red-black control deck, or maybe a... I don't even know. That's so crazy. Definitely been there, missing bunches of land drops and not doing anything. Yeah, definitely something I hate, and I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. So hopefully they can hit some land drops. We can have a sweet game here. So they're Jund. They're Jund. And I just got rid of stupid Ether Gust. That's pretty smart of me, right? Well, Rhythm of the Wild. Haven't seen that card in a minute. We'll let that resolve, and then we will let them go to end step, and we'll bounce it to their hand, and then we'll play our own. Cry of the Carnarium is a very interesting card to be playing in their main deck for sure, but we're going to start making some tokens, I think, here, and try to get this beatdown going. We have 6 mana. We might just play both Brazen Borrowers and try to, win off of that. We don't have any counter spells, though. That's what is really, really tough. No counter spells. Ingrat's Rampage, huh? Let's not and say we did. Let's not and say we did. How about that? Would it be cool if we did that? Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. A Gilded Goose, huh? Sounds like a plan. Sure, you can make a token or whatever they are. The food tokens. I think we're just gonna play this Brazen Borrower out. Start to get frisky here. Let's go get a blue source again. I kind of like the blue sources here. Let's sing for 6 and see if they block. I doubt they'll block though. Feels good. Get 6, go to 9. Do this for 4. Draw 4 cards. Next turn we have double Brazen Borrower to kind of lock this up. So they're going to draw Angrath's Rampage that they can make me sack one thing. We'll see what else they do here. I feel like the Angrath's Rampage is coming, but they might have other plans for different stuff they want to do. Now that they have a second green source, they could play like a Questing Beast, and that would be, well, it would be pretty hard to beat that. But Assassin's Trophy is a pretty sweet card against a lot of the decks, but I don't know. I feel like ramping decks in Standard is kind of an issue that I don't like to deal with, honestly. I really should have got an island to opt. I know. Ooh, don't tear me apart too bad. Oh no, the goose is going to get turned into a 1/3. What? What? Excuse me. Excuse me. This is unfair. This is one of those unfair moments that I don't really appreciate you doing that. So I'm going to just bounce your goose. Get out of here. We don't want you, goose. The goose is not loose currently. So I think we'll just play an island so we can do Dovin's Veto and Brazen Borrower next turn, and hopefully get the win. Hopefully get the win here. We'll see. We gotta have a few things go right, just a couple, but we'll see. They're missing land drops, but they got their goose. They have all their colors. They got to play a couple cool spells. Yeah, we're gonna negate that. We're gonna Dovin's Veto that. Get out of here. We don't want you here. Now they still have the Angrath's Rampage. They still have that. So if they decide to do that, ooh, it's gonna be close, but I think we got it. Okay, so they're gonna opt not to do that. Yeah, get it? Opt. All right. So they want to hold up their blockers. That's fine. And they're gonna scoop it up here because I'm gonna flash in my 3rd Brazen Borrower and swing for the win. All right, game 1 in the books. I'm not really sure what they are per se. I think they're like a Jund control deck, I guess. What traditional Jund usually is, just a bunch of removal and then some big winners there. The Rhythm of the Wild was very interesting addition for sure. I think I actually want to. Either Gus is probably okay. I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan, personally. I think I'll just bring in the 4th Cleansing just because they have Rhythm of the Wild. So this card's turning out to be very good. So we will we'll do that. How about that one? See if we can take this game down as well, because this deck is turning out to be quite awesome. I love Brazen Borrower, follow up with like some counter spells. I think that's like super cool. Super fun and awesome. Fun and awesome and all the other sweet adjectives that describe this great game. All right, so waiting on our opponent. What do you got? Something good, bad, ugly? Hopefully they hit their land drops this time. It was a little unfortunate that they missed, but we're definitely going to keep this hand. 4 lands, all of our colors, 2 ops, and a Teferi. So Gilded Goose. They might have the Cat Oven combo as well. I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and play the island so we can opt, and then we'll try to find maybe some answers or some more land so that we can cast Planar Cleansing. And if we do that, I think our opponent is going to be very sad that we cast Planar Cleansing. But hey, you do what you got to do to get the W's around here. We may be casual competitive, but we're still in it to win. All right, there's another land. Sweet. Another opt. Nothing I particularly wanted, but we'll gain a life here. They're not really doing much. And we'll see what we're working with here in just a second. Teferi's going to do pretty much some great work here. Rhythm of the Wild. So we're definitely going to be bouncing that with Teferi next turn. So we'll opt, see what we got. Planar Cleansing number 2. We will currently put that at the bottom because we're looking for other lands or spells like Brazen Borrower. We do need one more land, which we do have here. Sweet. Let's play our planes. play Teferi, and we'll bounce Rhythm of the Wild. Keep tempoing them off of this crazy, crazy card that's really hard for us to beat. And then we'll get to the point where we will instant speed, Planar Cleansing, and then play Brazen Borrowers to try to get the win. So let's see what we got here. So they're going to be able to cash in this Fabled Passage to get, I'm guessing, a mountain or a swamp. And they pick a forest. Well, I'm really good at, predicting things, as you can tell. I should really play the lottery. I feel like that's my calling in life. But it looks like they can Rhythm of the Wild and play a card this turn with haste, because Riot gives haste, or a 1/1 counter, unless they don't have anything. Whoa. Okay. Well, that was pretty dope. Sweet. Okay. So, question is, I think we give up opt and petty theft or something like that. I'm actually gonna just bounce this now, to be honest, because they didn't follow this up with a creature last turn, so I can't imagine them being able to do the same, and I would hate for them to be able to cash in on that at least once. So, because I believe that's when it casts. You have Riot. I think Riot, a creature enters the battlefield with your choice. So I think when you cast it, that's when it goes off. Not sure. Don't quote me on it, but Teferi's keeping everybody at bay currently until we can get to Planar Cleansing. But I would like to have both Brazen Borrowers in exile so I can cast them immediately. Get some use out of petty theft at least. That is in the books there. So Rhythm of the Wild comes down for the third time this game. Do they have enough mana, or do they have anything that actually goes with it? Maybe not. It doesn't seem that way. Ooh, we're gonna petty theft it again. Ooh, oh my gosh, we're so mean. Holy moly. Okay, well, it's plus. Gadwick's gonna be such a killer move when we are able to play it here in a little bit. It's gonna feel good after we Planar Cleansing. So we made them play their Rhythm of the Wild 3 times. I think this is 4. I've lost count. We made them cast it so many times. That's how bad it is. That's hilarious. Plague Crafter. Well, I kind of want to keep this alive, but let's opt. So I'm going to actually keep the Absorb, even though this can't be countered currently. I'm going to keep it. Let's play our Brazen Borrower out. They don't have any mana. So Plague Crafter says when it comes into play, each player sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker. So they gave it the 1/1 counter instead of haste for some reason. What they could have done is they could have had Plague Crafter come in with haste, sack the bird. I would have sacked the Brazen Borrower. That's why I played it. And then they could have swung and killed Teferi. So that's the line that they kind of missed there, that I kind of picked up on. But I'm glad that they kind of went the route where they sacked their big creature instead of their dude here. I mean, we have to plus here, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and say go, and then we'll be able to Planar Cleansing into Gadwick next turn, which is sweet. This is, oh my goodness, it's Corvold. Oh, baby. This is only going to be good after we can kind of get rid of everything. Holy crap. Corvold is such a beast. It's got Riot Haste flying a 4/4. Oh, boy. Woohoo. Maybe I should have actually Planar Cleansing in response. Oh, and it attacks? Yeah, we have to do this now. Yeah, we have to do this now. Sorry. Even if you make a food token, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we probably could have denied him 1 card there, but that was kind of messed. I missed that there. So now it's Gadwick. Let's Gadwick for a bunch of cards and get gas back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. Yep, auto pay. Feels good. Draw 4. We're back up to 7 cards. Go ahead. 3, 6, 7, 8. Well, we're not even close to this yet, but we will be. We will be. Opponent has drawn a bunch of lands this game, so they are, ripe with lands, ready to cast all their big old scary spells. Don't kill it. You killed it. Gosh darn it, you killed it. I told you not to and you did it. Chandra. Oh, I forgot that this card even exists. Okay, well, that's a card that has, you know, text on it. Well then, we have absolutely nothing that handles this card currently in our hand because they got around the absorbs on us. I guess we could just flash this in and start beating it up. That's something that we could definitely do. So let's see, 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, 8. I think we'll just play this so we can play triple counterspell. I know, crazy. Triple counterspell. What? All right. Opponent plays a Fabled Passage, sacks Fabled Passage. They must have Mam Devils in this deck as well because Corvold is one gnarly dragon. Let me tell you. All right, so that resolves. No problem. Ooh, a mountain. They're going to draw a card with Castle Locthwain? They are. Resolves. Make 2 1/1s. Resolves. I'm a control player. I say resolves as for everything. Attack for 2. Resolves. What else you got here? We're going to flash in the old Brazen Borrower here. Resolves. The button literally says what I wanted it to. I should have scribed there. Okay, let's play Teferi. Let's plus Teferi. We will gain a life, and we will swing at Chandra here, get her down to 1. That way she cannot flash back Angrat's Rampage. Working toward the finale of Revelation. If they play a bunch of creatures, we have Time Wipe to bounce Brazen Borrower back to our hand and, you know, clear their board out. So now they're getting flooded. So very unfortunate for our opponent, but it is what it is. We'll see what else they have. They were hovering their cards here a little bit. We have enough mana to do both Absorb and Dovin's Veto, which is pretty sweet. Locthwain's going to draw them a card, lose 3 life. Playcrafter. Let's say no to the old Playcrafter here. Gain us some life. What else you got for 2 mana? Maybe Angrat's Rampage? Claim the Firstborn. No. Get out of here. You're not doing what you think you want to do. Because I said so. Alright, so that was enough to let him, you know, turn in the towel there and just run away. So, great game 2. Kind of gave it to him with the old counter spells, but let's move on to game number 3. Alright, welcome in. Let's take a look at our opening hand. Looks kind of terrible, actually. I don't really like what I'm seeing here, so we're going to mulligan. It's not that good. This hand is arguably as bad, but we're on the draw, so I guess we'll keep and we'll ditch it Gadwick. Ooh, this hand isn't panning out like I really wanted to. Tranquil Cove, we're in for a long one, kiddos. We are in here for a long one because this is going to be the longest game of your lives. I don't actually know how this will pan out, actually. This is going to be a weird one. This is going to be a very weird one. Depending on the type of control they're playing, what kind of cards they have in their deck. I'm not sure if it's my exact list, which it's not because they have Blast Zone, but we are going to be able to Chemist's Insight, so that's exciting. Who's down for a Chemist's Insight? I wonder if they're going to put counters on this just preemptively for whatever reason. So they're going to put 2 counters on it, and they don't know what's in my deck. They can assume, but they don't know. That'll allow them to have it on 3 for whatever reason they could possibly think that they need it. What I'm going to start doing, I'm just going to start making tokens. Like, what are they going to do? We have Castle Ardenvale. What are you going to do against my tokens, opponent? Probably bounce into my hand with Brazen Borrower. I think that's something they could do. Teferi, well, I guess we'll give it our best shot here and Try to counter. Bring on the absorb. Sprite. What? What kind of anarchy is happening here? What is going on currently? For 4? Let's do it. I mean, they're tapped out, right? Who cares? Discard 2 cards? Sure, Aether Gust. And a Plains, sure. That sounds fantastic. Question is, what are they going to do about Gadwick? Probably nothing because they don't care. Oh, Prison Realm. Oh, they're on the Prison Realm style of this deck. Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing. Well, I'm definitely going to play Teferi here. What are you going to do, opponent? Can't play a Hypnotic Sprite. Oh, no, wait. I can't recounter because of Teferi. Well, let's just say I did that on purpose to get through their counter spells. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Gadwick for 2. Gadwick for 2. Draw 2 more cards. Yeah, this is feeling pretty garbage timey currently, but I'm just kind of throwing stuff at the wall. Hopefully it sticks. Sure. I guess we'll try to swing at the old Teferi here. I mean, it seems like they don't have anything going on. That doesn't have flash. Angel. Whoa. I forgot that card existed. So this is like a flash deck maybe? That's pretty sweet. Well, I'm loving that. I mean, at this point we kind of just I think we just go for it. I mean, I could assume that they won't have a Dovin's Veto, but they do. Well then. I guess I'm playing Brazen Borrower. I am just like at a loss of words currently. I don't know what's happening. I tried to make something like this work before and it's been god awful. So it's like, I mean, I can't even be fair about it. They haven't really drawn any cards from any spells. They've just had all this naturally. So that's a little frustrating that they've just drawn exactly what they needed, exactly when they needed it. So let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is almost there. Let's see if we can find something to get this Hypnotic Sprite out of the way. That's not going to do it because we really need to get rid of the Teferi Time Raveler, and we draw another counter, another thing. Well, we don't really need that, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Chemist's Insight, draw 2 cards. I like this. Play our own Teferi. Do you have another counterspell in your natural drawing hand of perfect spells? Do you? Oh, mama. Well,
this isn't a fight you can win.
Ain't that something?
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Oh, we are scrambling. We are completely scrambling here to try to find a. Well, let's not do that so we can block the 5/4. Finale of Glory. Whew, boy. Well, letting that Teferi resolve, or them getting their Teferi to resolve was like huge, just because of all the things I drew. But we're definitely blocking the 5/4 for sure. We need to find something fast, like wicked fast, because we are in a world of hurt next turn. 5, 7, 8, 9. Oh Jesus. No, they bounced it. Unless they pay... wait. With converted mana cost 3 or less. Ew. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this will be 4, 8, 9, 10. This is 11. Oh, man. Can we... oh, what can we do here? Well, we can play this tapped, take 9, and then hopefully have this land and then do something else with it. I don't really know. I think that's our best bet. I thought this was counter target spell unless they pay 3, but I was wrong. It's a converted mana cost 3 or less. This, when you play a bunch of mana, it does not have a converted mana cost of 2. So, I'm hoping they don't have any... oh boy. Well, let's see. That just turns our clock down just a smidge. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're not dead yet. Not dead yet. I really like these two together because they're flash and they're get them. Get them. +1. You got it.
No, I am not making this up.
Swing with the team. We shall make a token. A token of our appreciation, and we'll block this 2/2 all day. Pass. Yep. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm at 6. Would have been at 4, but I'm at 6. Currently, they don't need to do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can scry? This is great. Nope. We're looking for planar cleansing, and that's it. Didn't find it. Well, for 10. If you got it, you got it. Oh, hoo, 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 hoo. And we draw. We don't draw the time wipe. Oh no. Oh, we are in the dead mode now. Great. Well, we are currently not dead yet. Are we? Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Oh, man, because we can bounce these two, and then they play 5. They can replay them. We can't get rid of this stupid Teferi. We only untapped 5 lands. Oh, man. That's brutal. Pay some mana. Do something like with your mana, please. No, we don't want another Dovin's Veto. And no, we don't want to land. Well, I guess we just make them have it. Well, here's the thing. No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crap. If we had 6 mana, we can block. Although if I didn't play that, I could have bounced. Well, we'll see if they recognize. We'll bounce that to your hand. Oh crap. That's the stupid sprite. Alright, you win with your weird deck. Okay, I see you. These kind of matches kind of frustrate me just a little bit because yes, their deck is super cool and I really like it, but they had every single answer they possibly needed to get themselves into a position to win, and they did not draw a single extra card besides ones off of their normal draw steps. So basically, they kept a good hand, drew normally, and then just drew everything they exactly needed, with no help at all. So that's a little frustrating. But what do we want for our sideboard plan? And I'm guessing that it's probably a Dovin's Veto and a bunch of Mystical Disputes. I can only assume. Time Wipe probably seems okay since they're like creature based. Not a huge fan of Mystical Dispute, honestly. I think this is all we need is these 8. Actually, Ether Gust is really bad, so we'll bring in 3. Just kidding, 2. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, we really can't really do too much else, and our main deck is actually positioned a bit better than theirs. They just were able to get that Teferi down and kind of run away with it from there. But I think our deck is better, but we really need to make sure they don't land a Teferi. So hand is a little weak, but we'll keep it and hopefully we draw some lands. Play this first so that we can hold up Dovin's Veto on 2. Let's get our island. We want to have double islands if we draw another land for absorb. Nice. I'm actually going to... I'm going to play Tranquil Cove. I really wanted to hold up Dovin's Veto this turn for whatever reason. I don't think they're going to play anything, but I really wanted that. So let's go and pay 2 life because we can, and just completely telegraph that we have absorb because we do. I'm going to play Castle Ardenvale here so that I have absorb plus Mystical Dispute. Next turn we can play Tranquil Cove and keep that same line up. Yeah, dispute that. That way we can hold up our absorbs for Teferi because we really need Teferi not to resolve because our whole deck is counterspells. Literally, our whole deck is counterspells. Do you see what I'm looking at? Do you see what's in front of my face? Do we just jam? No, we do not just jam. You know why we don't jam? Because then we lose to them landing Teferi. We just we're just gonna sit behind Castle Ardenvale basically the entire time, and we will, I guess, absorb this. Yeah, we can't really stop them. I mean, we do have time wipe, but yeah, sure. I mean, you want that Brazen Borrower that badly, you got it. Sure ting. Sure ting there, buddy. Sure thing. Teferi, counterspell. Got him. Woohoo! Do they have another Brazen Borrower? Oh, they have a second Teferi. Of course, why would you not have just one Teferi when you can have 2 Teferis? Why are you bouncing that? What is happening? Why would you bounce that? That is a bit strange. Bouncing this when that's like your main clock seems kind of loose, but I'm not the one playing that deck, so I do not know what they're working with here.
Don't worry.
They could bounce this, they could do something else, but they're gonna let it live, which is nice. I think we try to do this second. Well, we can't go into combat currently like that, so oh boy, what do we do here? Player land. We'll play this. Cancel. We'll go white, blue to bounce the Teferi. And we'll actually tap the Teferi. Haha! Hoo-hoo! Hee-hee! The sprite. That's fine. Yeah, it's tapped, man. Get him. See, this sucks because they can like bounce it back to my hand now. Well, they are fighting tooth and nail. Tooth and nail to get this going. Gosh, okay, well, I guess we'll do this for 2. Hopefully it doesn't get counterspelled again. It does not. We've got 2 cards. We are ahead on cards. Teferi cannot bounce this yet. They can make a Castle Ardenvale token, but I think we play our own Teferi. Try to make this work, because, man, this is so frustrating. I'm so close. This must be what all my opponents feel like when I'm playing them. Ha ha ha. Let's see what they do. If they have too many mana, they can't play Castle Ardenvale. Their own Gadwick holding up the old Dovin's Veto. Interesting. Very interesting. Are they going to play Hypnotic? Charming Prince. Why is Charming Prince in their deck? Oh, they're going to scry 2 with Charming Prince. Very good. Well, well then, what to do here? Man, that is so annoying. Very, very annoying. Oh, we can just tap their guys down. That's actually pretty sweet. So, Teferi Time Raveler is going to tap down your dude.
Let's slow this down.
Opt. going to tap down your other dude. I will definitely take a Chemist's Insight. We will swing and kill your own Teferi. We will play our Castle Ardenvale. Then, and only then, we bounce the Charming Prince. I guess. Oh, we have double Doan's Veto now. Sweet. So if they go to just combat, I think we try to draw. We really want Teferi to live, right? Tap that down. I don't want you to swing. Draws more counter spells. Another Gadwick. These games are bonkers right now. Let me tell you what. Bonkers. I don't think they have a way to get rid of Teferi besides their creatures, so we might be a little bit ahead. I'm just really scared of what they have in their hand because I think they were able to scry 2 on the top. I don't remember. I just don't remember. Luckily, our Teferi has lived, so now we might be able to like time wipe, bounce to her hand, have a counter spell up, you know, and they can't counter spell us back. Feels good. Double Charming Prince. Well, this just screams for time wipe, let me tell you. Screams time wipe. So let's do this.
That's more like it.
What to do here? Yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff to do, so I think we just time wipe. That's fine. You can tap something down, bounce to a hand, kill everything. We have our counter spell. Put this into play tapped. That feels awesome. And we'll say go so we can hold up our counter spell. Next turn we'll be able to Gadwick again. Probably just get rid of the planes here. We want to keep everything else because it's really, really good. Really good. They have a bunch of these creatures and stuff. Planar Cleansing might come into play here. I mean, yeah. I don't want them to like land at Teferi. Sure. I guess. Ah, man, that's tough. Land plus.
I've got it.
We probably wait to Planar Cleansing after we Gadwick. So, I mean, Planar Cleansing before we Gadwick. Sure, resolves. At least this will resolve without any hindrance because of the old Teferi here. But unfortunately, Teferi is going to bite the dust, as it were. So let's just Planar Cleansing, get all this junk out of the way. Sure, my Teferi has gone, you know, for the deep sleep here, but it was all worth it. We got all our creatures out of the way. I wonder if they're going to Chemist's Insight ditch a card. Yeah, we're definitely going to Doan's Veto that. No, no. No draw cards for you. No, no. Stop. Stop what you're doing. Alright, let's Teferi. Ooh. Okay. Can't do anything about that. We can do 3. We can do 4. Alright, let's go for it. Counterspell? Nope. Alright, awesome. Land? Lands in the building. We're getting there. Slowly but surely we've wasted all their resources. And they drew Cavalier of Gales. You've gotta be kidding me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well then. Yep, I guess we're doing that. Are you kidding me? Come on. Sure, man. Gosh, and we have all the Doan's Vetoes. They only played 2 this game so far. That's rough. That's rough. We'll swing for 3. And we'll say go. Man, all right. So let's see. They've drawn 0 extra cards this game and still have found every single counterspell they could possibly need, which is super unfortunate, but what are we going to do? We're just going to keep tapping down their dude and hitting him for 3, I guess. Sounds like a plan. Gosh, Mystical Dispute is so bad right now. Oh, it's so bad. What you got in your hand there, opponent? Gadwick. That's okay. I don't want you to have Gadwick. I'll swing for 3. And then we'll play Gadwick for, let's see, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll do it for 8. Keep the new one. Alright, there's our finale. Sweet. End the turn. We will ditch a land, ditch a land, and a land. Mystical Dispute, land, land. Whew, that was a lot of lands. Still holding up Dovin's Veto for your 1 card that you probably have in hand. Sure, I'll take 5. No problemo. No problem. This is a Gadwick. I'm going to be so sad that I left up 2 instead of 3. No. Get out of here with that nonsense. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we do Teferi. Then we have what? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, I miscounted. Oh, I hate myself. Why did I do this to myself? That's okay, I wanted to get that down anyway. This way I can do this. Say go. And draw 2, tap it. Do the thing, have the counter spells, feels good. Draw the cards, tap this down, nice 5/5, feels good. Just kind of hanging out. Getting ready to win here. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Really, really good draws yet again from our opponent, drawing the little nuts while I'm drawing my whole deck and I'm barely hanging on.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, I mean, I could just wait on this actually, so that's pretty sweet. Oh, crap. Well, it actually doesn't kill it, so sure. Go ahead, hit it for 5. I'm lucky because I skipped it. I could have just opted and done that. So let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. For 12? Wait, I could have just won. I'm going to win. Yes, I'm going to untap my lands and then bring this in and hit it for 9. Woo! Okay, well, we needed to do the absolute craziest. Wow, that game was nutty. Nutty. Okay, well, what? Okay. What do we do here? Because I am just lost completely. No, Giant Killer doesn't really work. Either Gust is kind of bad. I really don't like Mystical Dispute that much, but if you have it early, it's probably great. Just run it back. I don't really know what else to do at this point. These games have been completely bonkers. Completely bonkers. Their deck just has some really wild stuff in it. I'll tell you what. My goodness. Ugh. Blech. Okay. Mulligan. Better. Finale. We'll see you later. I promise. We'll see you in a couple minutes here, and by a couple I mean another 20. I'm at 15. They're at 19. I'm going so slow. Oh my gosh, they have 4 minutes on me. What? I better hurry the F up here, because I am slow as molasses currently. And that is not good. Crap. I should have played this untapped. They're going to play Teferi. What? You just wasted 26 minutes of my life to just concede on... There's no way. What? They must have thought I was going to land like a Teferi or something. I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. I mean, yay, we won. We totally outplayed our opponent there in game 3. Gold tier 3. All right, cool. A little bit of an odd win there, but I guess we'll take it. Opponent didn't have white source, probably missed the lane drop and just knew they were going to get buried, I guess. They're long games, you know, sometimes you can come back from them, but yeah, I guess I'll take it. Good win, everybody. That was a really good game 1 and game 2, so yeah, I really like those. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed some blue-white control. I know it's been a little bit since we've played blue-white control, but the response is usually super positive when we do, because there's a lot of those blue control mages out there just hiding in the wings, waiting to play the best deck in the format. This deck is an Eric Froehlich deck that he's playing at the Mythic Championship, and I think this is going to be the breakout deck of the weekend. It's going to catch everybody off guard with all the planar cleansings, and it's going to win a ton of games and beat a lot of decks. Now, they do have to be very careful around the flash decks, but I think they'll be really, really good. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this deck. Let me know if you think it's going to do well this weekend. And go ahead and like the video if you liked it. Go and check out my Instagram for shorter gameplays, like one match gameplays over there. And go ahead and follow me for different deck lists and stuff like that. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. If you want to talk about Magic, go ahead and hit me up in the DMs, tweet at me, whatever you want to do. If you want your deck list played, go ahead and leave that down in the comments as well, and then we'll get to that. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, Magic is great and so are you. Stay positive and play Island.